Good morning, Captain.
Well, it is morning, ain't it?
Or some similar facsimile thereof. Yeehaw!
Well, yeah, this is Thursday morning.
We're back to our usual grind.
Today's the 7th. Yeah.
Says it right there.
Yeah, 7th.
Folks, she is over here using her finger, counting in the air, and the date was right there.
Well, I slept, you know. I actually got to sleep in the past 2-3 days, whatever it was.
Well, folks, we done our morning thing this morning. They're going to try that again.
Sorry, y'all.
So we didn't get our full week off. That's all right. We had to get some stuff from Lowe's. And had an interesting time doing that. I made comment. Old woman asked how we're doing. I said, we're doing all right, but
Green light.
Do our own checking out, being forced to have to do somebody else's. Well, this is an assisted checkout. Okay. If it's an assisted, if you can do an assisted, you can put one. Well, we do have a regular cashier, but she's on break. Okay, so you ain't got nobody backing up.
Yeah, that's funny. They open at, what, 7?
Yeah.
And got a person on break at 8 o'clock. Or 8:15, whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, well, they just can't get nobody to work. Well, that ain't my problem. That's Lowe's problem.
Yeah.
I said, that ain't your problem. It's Lowe's problem if they can't get nobody to work. She kept trying to, well, this is a new program and you know, some kind of thing, new thing on checking out.
Lowe's membership thing.
And she said, it's new. I said, that's beside the point. I said, with a regular checkout line, with a cashier, the cashier already knows what's up. She can be explaining it while she's getting it done.
Yeah.
Or while the cashier's getting it done, he or she, whatever. You know, the cashier's already going to know, well, I've been a cashier for 25 years, and this is this. I said, I understand that. You're missing the point. You know, instead of us having to try to learn a new program, the cashier already knows. Saves me time, saves you time. It was hilarious, folks. She kept trying to defend it, and I finally got her to understand I ain't upset with her. I don't think she's the cause of the problem. It's Lowe's problem.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's a new program. It don't matter if you cut to the bone on the workforce. That's supposed to be up to Lowe's to figure out the problem and resolve it.
It's like, put your managers out there running cash registers.
Get them off their butts. You know? Yeah, I totally understand lack of workforce, but as a customer, how is that my problem? Why am I being forced to do y'all's job? Because Lowe's has a problem getting workforce.
True.
That's a problem for Lowe's or any other business to resolve. Yeah, if I'm going to do the work, where's my employee discount? Where's my additional 10%? You know, even Walmart's getting rid of their self-checkouts.
According to that article I read, they are. Because theft.
People have learned how to get around it and steal by going through that thing. So, you know, not so easy at Lowe's, you know, because they got people there watching real careful and everything. I'm sure it could be done. But work here. And I'm being forced to work because Lowe's has a problem getting workforce and not managing things right. But that's not my problem. Sorry, not sorry. But anywho, that out of the way. Folks, we was having a skinny month this month.
Yes, we were.
And we still having a skinny month, but it's not as skinny as it was. You know, Elaine did all the bills and took care of everything, and we buy our groceries based on what we got left. Mm-hmm. And we's gonna be learning how to do the limbo on groceries this month because the way things spell. Well, we got some money in the mail from something way back from when I went to ITT. And some kind of class action thing went on. Out of the blue, we were going to go grocery shopping yesterday morning, and we didn't. We went yesterday afternoon. And we went yesterday afternoon because we'd got that in the mail. It wasn't a whole heck of a lot, but it made a big difference for us.
It's going to allow us to get the oil changed and still have money left over if we need anything else throughout the month.
Right? So we've got a little bit of a buffer. Folks, if that ain't got taken care of you, because Elaine was sweating it because she was wondering how she was going to get, what kind of groceries we were going to get. We would do what we do and all that. And we was talking about it yesterday before we left out to go get groceries after we got that. And, you know, she was starting to tear up a little bit at the relief of having that buffer. You know, I wasn't worried about it. I told her, I said, that's why I don't worry about things. We'll deal with what we got. Go with what we got and deal with it and all like that. And here, out of the blue, we get that check for the amount it was, and it gave us a buffer, allowed her to get all the groceries that she had in mind, and plus to like she said, going to be able to do an oil change, take care of that, everything. And, yeah, all that said to say this. Boy, ain't God good.
All the time.
You know, you might not have what you want, but you'll have what you need. And in this life, in this world, that's all I need is my needs met. Anything extra is just extra blessing.
I didn't have, I think, it wasn't that I was upset or anything. It was just simply the fact that I knew it was going to be very lean and very close when it comes to buying groceries because price of groceries has gone up. And so I knew it was going to be very close. And I knew because of that, I was going to have to leave a couple of things off that I needed that I would try to put off to next month. And I bought maybe 2 items because we got 3 different grocery stores. I bought a couple of items at each grocery store that I did not have on my list. I put them on my list after we found out we had that money to put in the bank. But if I had left those off, I would have still been fine on grocery wise. And even adding them to Save-A-Lot and Delray Farms, I was fine. It was just, adding it to Aldi and Delray Farms was fine. And I had added my lard back to Save-A-Lot, and I spent $10 on the lard where normally it used to be $5.99, which was $6. So that's $4 over there that I wasn't expecting. But that and a little bit else I got was $5. So $15 that I would not have spent had we not had that money was the difference.
Because we wouldn't have had it.
That would have been the difference, you know, and I wouldn't have bought that to begin with, so I would have still fallen in line with my grocery money. So it's not that I was, you know, afraid of going over or anything, because I knew I could do it. But having that little buffer, God knew having that little buffer was
Peace of mind.
It was a peace of mind. It truly was, because I tell you, it's something else when you know you run in script. But you know what? We ain't the only ones that do that.
We're not the only ones that do that, but folks, this is just one of many examples where God has come through for us. We had nothing else, nowhere to turn, nowhere to go, and all like that. But God,
yeah,
God was right there.
Yep. And it's like Piggy said, you know, we planned on going grocery shopping yesterday morning, but I'd had a rough night, and up and down, off and on all night, and then it was raining all night long and into the morning, and cats were keeping me up and down all night.
And I know why it was. You were stressed out over that.
And I told Piggy, yes, he got to go to the restroom. When he got up, I told him, I said, I cut my alarm off. I said, I'm not going to worry about going grocery shopping this morning. We'll go later. Okay. And then he checked the mail and didn't know what it was, and the envelope, he let me deal with all that, and I opened it up.
I knew where it was from, I just didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, and I started to throw it away, and I looked at it, and I better check that because of where it's from. And I opened it up and started reading, and I looked in there, and I saw that, and I gave it to Piggy. I said, you might want to read this. And he started reading it, and then he looked, and his eyes got big too.
I saw that check in there and was reading it. Elaine was looking at me, slack jaw on the floor. You know.
And Piggy said, is it real? I'm like, yeah, it's real. But it was a blessing and a godsend. And totally not expecting it at all.
Yeah, we were prepared to buckle down and hold forward for this month. And here comes that. Folks, somebody said, well, you know, that was just a thing you didn't know about going on. Well, we knew about that going on, but we didn't expect anything out of it.
Well, Piggy had already received one check over 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. And to me, you know, that was his part of that settlement, and we didn't know there was going to be any more.
And I wasn't expecting that either.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, that's just one of many examples where God has pulled through for us and saved the day. You know, like Elaine was reminding me, you know, when she was going through her cancer and everything, there was a month we'd be able to pay our bills, but we wouldn't be able to buy groceries.
Yeah.
And
well, no, what it wasn't groceries. We needed gas. That's when we had our gas.
Okay. Anyway, the thing is, she got the bill from the electric company. It was already paid because they used our deposit to pay the bill that month. Yeah. That gave us money to have gas.
Yeah.
People, God knows what you're going to need well before you need it.
I'm telling you.
And He's already got the provision waiting on you. You just have faith in Him. You know.
I tell you, it's amazing what God can do. You think you're down and out.
We go through this life. We wonder why about a lot of things. Well, we'll never know why on most everything. But the bottom line is, the main answer to why is we're here to be tested. We're here to be tested to see which choice will we make. Whom shall we serve? We're going to serve God, or we're going to serve a creation of God that got full of himself. The enemy. You know, if we choose God, he's going to test us. He's going to put us through it. If we don't choose God, we're left at the mercies of the prince of this world. See, this world, this earth, actually belongs to Lucifer. God had given it to him when he was still how he was originally created, to watch over and to care for. So this planet belongs to Lucifer. So that's why those who choose God, we're to be in this world, but not of this world. And when we choose God, Satan sees us as interlopers, trespassers. So then he's really going to fight us. But if we don't choose God, well, you belong to him. And you're left at the mercy of his whims. Satan's, that is. And that's not a good place to be.
No.
You know, you're left at the tender mercies of something that absolutely despises us. And that's even without choosing God. For those of us who do choose God, imagine how much more he despises us. You know, so, but that's what we're here for. To make that one choice. And all other choices come back to that. And, you know, so if we don't choose God, if we don't choose a society that would blow your mind, then like I said, we're left at the mercy of the owner of this world. And he's going to do with you whatever he wants to, however he wants to. Because folks refuse to choose God. It's still a rough life. Like I said, the real battle begins when we do choose God.
Oh, yeah.
But this life, the only thing this life means is how do we live it so that we choose God and choose a life eternal that is going to be great. Trust me, I've had a taste of it. Yeah. But, or are we going to refuse God and choose to try to have it good in this life? We still have it good choosing God. You know, it depends on a few factors.
Lane's closed ahead, tree work.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's tree work.
Depends on a few factors on, you know, what kind of life we live on this earth once we choose God. You know, it's not going to be a cakewalk.
Got a slow sign going up.
But, folks, life wasn't meant to be fair. Life wasn't meant to be easy. In this life. And if we don't choose God, what comes after this life is going to be even harder. Because it's eternal torment. But if we do choose God, and we make it home to heaven, it ain't going to be laying around on clouds plucking a harp. We're going to have a purpose to serve when we get there. That's another reason for the training and the testing and trials and tribulations and things that we go through is because he's molding us for a purpose, not simply here for on earth. He's molding us for a purpose that He has for us in heaven. And, you know, just like military, you know, you don't just sign up, go in automatically. You're a soldier or a Marine or whatever. You got to go through boot camp. And then you got to go through schools for whichever MOS you're going into, military occupational specialty. And then a lot of times you got to have more training after that in order to be tested and tried to make sure you're going to be able to do the job that you went in there to do. No different with God. We choose God. We're choosing Him. We're choosing the life that He has for us waiting on us. So we have to be tested and tried and molded and trained in order to be able to do the job that it is that He has in mind for us. You know, so what's your choice? He's been good to me. He's been good to Elaine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, has it been easy? Heck no. Not by a long shot. Her with cancer, me now with disability, nerve damage, and all like that. But people, you don't realize just how much of a blessing that disability on me was for me.
I'm saying lots of memories.
Yeah,
some over
so
there too.
God's been good to us. Like I said, what we just told you about is just one of many examples of where God has been there for us and made the way for us. Because we have nothing else, have no one else. It's just me and her.
That's it.
All we have is God. And God has been all we have needed.
Yep.
Piggy loves you.